Welcome back. So in our previous video, we had taken this equation that's quadratic, and we already found the vertex point using the formula negative b over 2a. We found the vertex point to be 2, 0. We put it on our t-table, and then we picked 3 values to the right and 3 values to the left, and filled in our t-table completely to get these ordered pairs. So now that we know how to find our vertex point algebraically and set up our t-table and get our x and y values, now we're ready to graph the parabola. So we're going to plot our points. To plot points, you always start at the origin. Whether the points are positive or negative gives you the direction you're going to move. Remember, when you plot a point, you move either right or left first, the x-axis, and then you move up or down the y-axis. So -1, -9 means move to the left 1, down to -9. 0, 4 means don't move right or left, just go down to the 4, -4. 1, -1 means go right 1, down to -1. 2, 0 means go right 2, but then don't move up or down because the y value is 0, so you stay put. 3, -1 means move to the right 3, down 1. 4, -4, right 4, down to -4. 5, -9, right 5, down -9. Now you can see the outline of your parabola. So now you take your pencil and you do a very good connect the dots and make it look like a curve. Do not make it look like diagonal lines. So I do 1/2 at a time. And you put arrows on the end to indicate it goes on further and further. This is not the end of your t-table. This was just enough ordered pairs to graph the shape. Okay, now once you graph your parabola, this is like artwork. You're to step back and answer some questions. 2 questions they're going to ask about the parabola that are unique to a parabola is they're going to ask for where the vertex point is located and where the axis symmetry are located. 2 questions we could ask about a parabola that are the same questions you asked about lines is, does your parabola have a y-intercept and x-intercepts? And if it does, give me the location. So now we're going to step back, admire our artwork, answer the question. Where is the vertex point located? Well, the vertex point is the point that stands alone, which is this point right here. It is a point, so the answer has to go in parentheses. It's a point. It needs an x value and a y value. The x value is to the right 2. The y value is 0 because it didn't go up or down. So there's your location of your vertex point. And algebraically, you learned how to find that by doing the formula negative b over 2a. Now I want the equation of the axis symmetry. Listen to your vocabulary. Axis means line, symmetry means the same. How can you draw a line through this parabola that cuts it so it looks the same? And we discussed it. The axis symmetry is always going to be a vertical line that goes through the point in the middle, the vertex point. And we draw the axis symmetry as a broken or dotted line because it's invisible. So there's my axis symmetry. When you name a line, you do not name it as a point. There are many points on that vertical line. So when you name a line, you use an equation. Well, an equation's got to have an equal sign. And an equation's got to have numbers and variables. The variables you will use for the axis symmetry is you look at your picture. The axis symmetry is always a vertical line, and a vertical line, when you draw it, will always touch the x-axis. If you follow your finger, this vertical line will touch the x-axis. So that's why the axis symmetry equation always has the letter x. Now it needs a number. Well, everybody look. Where does it touch the x-axis? It touches at this number right here, which is 2. Now, we really didn't need the graph to know that. If the axis symmetry always goes through the vertex point, you know by looking here the x value is the number 2. So you would know the equation of the axis symmetry is x equals 2. Now the y-intercepts and the x-intercepts. I did the y-intercept first because a parabola will always touch the y-axis. So if you look here, here is the y-axis, and when I follow my finger, right there is where the parabola touches the y-axis. That is a physical point. So when you name a location of a point, You can't just say one number. You can't just say the y-intercept is -4. You will technically be marked wrong. A point must be named as an ordered pair. So you need your parentheses. What is this point's x value? Well, this point doesn't move right or left, so its x value must be 0. Its y value, it's on the y-axis at -4. Every parabola will have a y-intercept, so when you graph a parabola, if you do not see your parabola touching the y-axis, it means you need to keep going further on your t-table. Last question, x-intercept. Now we discussed this. Parabolas may or may not touch the x-axis, so you may or may not have real x-intercepts. If we look here, here's the x-axis, and our parabola just touches the x-axis right here. So we have one real x-intercept, 1 point. So again, you name a point, we put our parentheses, the x value here is 2. The y value, well, to plot this point, you didn't go up or down, so your y value is 0. And that's all there is to it. Okay? Great. I'll see you in the next video.